The deeper states of introversion are you leave the sense world behind. The sense world disappears. Would you care to speak about what happens as you go deeper inwards?
Now, there are two ways. When you go deep within, we can enter into the world of, let us say, nirvana, where there is no thought, extinction of thought completely. There is no dance of nature. Nature is all the time dancing here, there. Sometimes you don't like the dance, sometimes you do like. All the time movement, activity, we call it nature's dance. So now when you go deep within, there is one way. There, we don't see the activity, motion. Everything is ceased. It is all calm and quiet, tranquility. Now, if one wants, one can do so. But again, some people like both. In the sense world, let us activity. They want both the silence aspect and the sound aspect. And let us say in the West we are inclined to pay more attention to the sound aspect of life. And in the East, say down the sweep of centuries, we give more importance to the silence aspect. No, to come back to your question, when there is activity, it is activity, the sense we are observing with our senses. Now, we can be happy with what is happening when we are drawing on the strength of our sense perceptions, we are drawing the world, we can be unhappy. And if you go inside and there is no activity there, it is all silent. But now the question comes whether we need both or not. Sometimes we see a peaceful ocean and we are very happy. Again, sometimes we see some waves, surges in the sea. We are happy at one. We are getting joy. So life has to be composed of both realities. Now it is up to us what we want at what time. This moment when it is night, I go to sleep, I take rest. And when the time comes, when the day breaks, I have to come out of my room and work. I have to do things. So here sound life and silence life must go together. There should be balance. So when you are in the inner world, it is a world of silence. When in the outer world, it is a world of sound. They have to be put together and we have to adjust all. It is evening, it is night, we have to take rest, and it is day, you have to work. Silence and sound, we have to accept together. So with the sense world, we are accepting this with the sense. So with our senses, we are accepting the sound world, and then when you meditate, dive deep within, we accept the inner world of silence. They must go together. So the meditative consciousness I was able to lift. If I am cutting jaws, I would be lifting. I am in my highest consciousness when I lifted 7,000 pounds. At that time I was in my highest, deepest consciousness. Otherwise, will I dare to be under 7,000 pounds? Will I dare to do anything like that? Only because I was in a very high state of consciousnness and I felt my implicit oneness with this enormous weight. That weight, I went there. Otherwise, will I ever dare? If right now with my mind, if I think of 7,000 and my mind will be crushed, I'll be a fool, worst possible fool to be under 7,000 pound weight. So because of my meditative consciousness, when I went into my into my meditation, I felt my implicit oneness with this weight. That weight I did not at that time feel as 7,000. I felt that weight is something, a friend of mine, and I want to lift a friend of mine, and my friend says, all that if you want, here is a friend of mine, and if I want to lift my friend, so if you want to get joy by lifting me, then do it. I'm there. So then,